Hi everyone, I'm Brock. So today let's continue show the progress for Visual Novel Developer Generator development progress. So the main progress is that I deploy the Visual Novel Generator from localhost to DigitalOcean. So as you can see, now we can have access to this application through this public website. So the report is mainly about some bugs I came across when I try to deploy it. The basic idea is I push the code from localhost to GitHub, and then the code in GitHub will automatically deployed to DigitalOcean. And the next step will be connect DigitalOcean to my official website, Hongyi.ai. And another thing I noticed that because I'm using Claude Code to generate the report, I find sometimes the length, the maximum length of Claude is very unstable. So as you can see, Claude tried to generate 4 artifacts for this report. However, after I already generated three parts or 3 artifacts, because one part is one artifact, which is one markdown file. However, it hits the maximum length of this conversation. So if I want to keep generating, then I need to start a new conversation. But if I start a new conversation, I need to provide the context to it, right? It's too much, and I don't want to do that. So I just stop here and ignore the part 4. But if you remember in previous videos, sometimes it can generate the whole report without any issue. So I feel that the maximum length of the output report generated by Claude is very mysterious. Sometimes you don't know why it hits the maximum. For example, there are 3 parts. Right? This is part 1, part 2, part 3. But them together is not the maximum report I have generated. Sometimes I generate, it can generate 4 reports. And each report is, each report on average can 1,000 lines. It's obviously the total line is much, much longer than these 3 reports together. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on under the hood. One assumption I have is because I want to provide enough context. So actually I provide, 5 documentation. I assume that when my input files is too long, the generated output may be shorter. That's an assumption. That is an assumption. I don't know. But yeah, this is something I know observed. Okay, let's go to the dev report itself. The development deep retrospective report. What's retrospective? Retrospective.
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 Retrospective. Okay. So, firstly, pattern recognition. Today we find 4 bugs. The first bug, and all these bugs happened when I try to deploy the project from GitHub to DigitalOcean. Bug 1, type dependency resolution timeout. Bug 2, WebSockets version conflicts. Bug 3, missing strap module. Bug 4, identic namespace warning. Common root cause analysis. These 4 bugs appear different, but all stem from the same systematic issue: implicit assumption in dependency management. Okay. Systematic problem. Lack of dependency discipline. So no log file. The effect is pipe backtracking. Local production desync. Effect is runtime errors. Untested dependency updates. The effect is version conflicts. Actually, today's discussion has nothing to do with TTS, so I guess that I need to update my my prompt. TTS. Okay. Okay, there's so many things related to TTS, so I cannot use this issue. Okay. So let me. Okay, let me remove the examples related to TTS. Okay, in this way, in the report section, I remove everything related to TTS. So next time when I generate report, it shouldn't mention TTS. Okay, so that's 4 sections. Well, actually, 5 sections. And today's prompt is related to bugs during deployment. I should update the prompt when, update the prompt when I fix the bugs in the application itself as well. So this way, next time it shouldn't mention TTS. Sounds good? Okay, so today's bugs are unrelated to TTS architecture. Today's issues were concentrated in the deployment pipeline, not to TTS itself. Cognitive blind spot. Cognitive. When pronounce English words, I always not very good at to finding the right stress.
Cognitive.
cognitive, right? For example, like this word cognitive. I don't know the stress should in the first part or the second part, like cognitive or cognitive, right? So that's something I always feel confused.
Cognitive.
Cognitive. Blind spot 1 did not question the pin versions assumption. When code agent suggests pin all versions to equals 2, I accepted this suggestion direction. Questions not asked. Why was larger than used before? Was there a valid reason? Will pinning versions prevent automatic security patches? Should we use pip compile to generate a log file instead of a manual pinning? I think this question may make sense. Blind spot 2. Use agents serially. Again, it's serially. Not in parallel. My fixed process was strictly serial. Discover bug 1, fix, deploy. Debug bug 2, fix, deploy. After the first deployment failure, I should have asked a coding agent to comprehensively audit requirements.txt to discover all potential issues at once. Yeah, I think it makes sense. This suggestion makes sense. Blind spot 3, not pre-deployment checklist. Yeah, I think that I should include this pre-deployment checklist into my prompt. When I ask, you know, when I ask Claude to fix the bugs during deployment. Alternative solution. Dependency management architecture redesign. pip compile plus pip sync. Portrait. Option 2, portrait. Deployment pipeline architecture. So suggested architecture is local development, local Docker build, local test, git push, CI/CD test, staging, production. By my current way is that git push, no local dev, git push, DigitalOcean build, discover error, local dev. Yeah, I think that the suggested architecture makes sense. Okay, here is TTS module strategy pattern redesign. But again, today our focus has nothing to do with TTS. So this part is unnecessary. Okay, so I guess what I want to do is add it into the prompt, right? Pre-deployment checklist. So why use GitHub to fix this? I should have some requirement. Pre-deployment checklist. This can be important, right? a deployment checklist. And also it mentioned like some dependency management architecture. Well, that's something I can refer to. So yeah. So next time when I ask Claude to fix the bugs during deployment, I can ask it to check to do some checklist and also use some deployment pipeline architecture. Make sense? And yeah, let's move on to the second part. Prevention mechanism, 3-layer defense system. Layer 1, downtime prevention. Layer 2, CI/CD detection. Layer 3, runtime monitoring. I guess that this is something I can think about. Three-layer defense system. Okay. Sounds good, huh? As for the specific code, I won't include into my prompt because when I use code agent, the code agent, as long as I mention, this, right? For example, I say, okay, pre-commit who configuration. It itself should propose the code. I shouldn't. I don't think I should, copy and paste the code into the prompt. It's not efficiency and not generalized. Yeah. So the architecture should be good enough. Okay. And how to better collaborate with coding agents. So this one doesn't load, this diagram doesn't load successfully. And I will preview Markdown profile with the shortcut, the hotkeys, Shift Command plus V, and then in this situation, it will load successfully. And the diagram we are looking for is 5.1. So the ability I don't use is, okay, so many abilities I don't use. That's crazy. So to fully utilize, even if coding agent doesn't get much smarter, they still have a long distance between how I utilize it now to let's not even don't talk about use 100% of the ability, maybe 50% of the ability. Still have a long way to that. Based on your IDE configuration, here are some capability I don't use. MCP practice guide, model context protocol. MCT is a protocol developed by Anthropic that allows Claude to directly interact with external tools and data source, not just generate text. Okay, Claude and let's see. Open. It's citing command. Okay, citing, and search for Claude MCP. Okay. Yeah, it's already enabled, right? And use MCP for dependency audit. Yeah, I think that's also some suggestion, something I can think about when I utilize the agent. So agent ability. Agent capability. Fully utilize agent capabilities, right? So that's something we should think about. Yeah. Yeah, this is something ability I should think about. So These are some ability that I can consider to use, right? Capabilities might be useful, right? So let's see. Step 2, use MCP for dependency audit. Use MCP for Git operations. Multi-agent parallel collaboration. I think that's fine now. Yeah, I am not very passionate about parallel agents at this moment, so that's fine. Context management. Create the project level system prompt. Actually, now I use PRD or SDD, those documentation as system level prompt. Okay, edit this file. Citing JSON. This might be useful. I don't know. Somehow it's unknown configuration setting. Yeah, it doesn't understand the configuration setting at all. So an ideal human AI interaction pattern is hmm, yeah. Yeah, I think that this might be helpful. You tell me what kind of prompt I should use. Environment. Okay, this may be helpful. Okay, the last part, section 3, similarity companies analysis and job recommendation. This mermaid file doesn't generate successfully as well. So yeah, so I use command shift and V, then it generated successfully. It's pretty beautiful. Involved, spell brush, scenario, 11 labs, can Y, Rosebud AI, depth tail, Unity technology, nanny novel, job recommendation, involved. I think I have applied involved recently. Yeah, so skip this one. Unity technology. Well, I don't apply Unity recently, so let's have a look at this position. What kind of position recommend? Customer success consulting engineer. So location. Again, I really don't like it uses city to distinguish. I prefer it use country, or at least you can provide two filters, right? One filter is for city level, another filter is for country level. It doesn't have Bellevue actually. No, it doesn't have Bellevue. Yeah, that's everything. So what I'm searching for is customer success, sales consultant. Well, but there's no such position in United States. Customer success consulting engineer. How about engineer? And how about the USA? Engineering manager, machine learning engineer, software engineer, add unit engineer, backend engineer. Engineer manager, no. Yeah, no, there's nothing related to customer success that I am interested. No. Customer success, design, engineering, human resource, IT, legal, marketing, product manager, project manager. No, there's no position that suitable for my case. 11 labs. I don't apply for 11 labs recently. So yeah, let's see. And the position it mentioned is solution engineer, TAM, technical account manager. So let's see. Yeah, that's great. It's distinguished with countries. So this is United States. And solution. Oh no, it doesn't have solution engineer positions. Growth engineer, what's this? Okay, customer success. Sounds good. Customer enablement. Let's see what this position is all about. Software engineer. Okay, it's looking for software engineer. That's not what I'm looking for. Hmm. Oh, this is require. This is a very senior position. Not good for me. How about this one? Customer enablement. I think this one looks good for me. Yeah, this one might be aligned with my expectation. Let me write it down. 11 labs. Okay, so that's good. Let's move on. Spell brush, scenario, NVIDIA, Convey, Microsoft Xbox, Rosebud AI. Yeah, so part 4, it fails to generate it. And part 4 should include an open source project, prompt improvement, IDE configuration, investment organizations, and some challenges. But yeah, again, because of the length of the prompt, it's failed to generate it. But basically, even if not everything I expect is generated successful, I think it's still pretty valuable because at least it gives me some sense what kind of question I should ask the coding agent, right? That's the time why deploy, why use yeah, so you can see I failed several times, right? So yeah, today failed 3 times, and then the fourth time deployment get successful. So that's the time why failed in deployment. Maybe I can utilize the prompt to ask the coding agent to provide better bug fixing solutions. Yeah, that's pretty much for today's retrospective. Retrospective. Yeah, retrospective report. Thank you. Bye, and happy Thanksgiving.